It's April 26th. Thank you for being here. And I wanted to just get on and do a quick question. What in the world is going on? Last night's events, no matter agree or disagree with somebody, should not continue to happen. This is like 5 times now that our current president of the United States has tried to be attacked. And I don't understand why America is going down this road. Now, I would ask you again, what do you think about that? You can hate somebody, you can love somebody. You can love a side, you can hate a side. That's everybody's individual prerogative as Americans. Now, as Americans, we shouldn't fall into that hate. I don't think any of us want to see the 1850s again. Now, I understand for most young people, it is not even an understanding nowadays. Most people assume nothing bad happens and nothing bad can happen to us as a country, as the United States of America. And I don't understand why we can't start working together. Everywhere else in our lives, we can disagree with someone. We could even possibly hate someone. And we can still work together. We have a professional side and we have a personal side. During the professional part of our life, we work with whomever we're working with. Don't have to like them. Don't have to love them. Could possibly even hate them, although I don't think any of us should hate, especially if you're a follower of Christ. But no matter what, we have to work together. And I don't understand how we've gotten so radical on either side. I honestly, I've said it many times, I don't care what side someone is on. I'm going to give someone the due respect as a fellow human being and as a fellow American, no matter what. I can hate them or I can love them. And I'll try to love everybody and I'll try to hate no one. But if someone gives me a lack of respect or they treat me a certain way, guess what I would do? I would just stay clear of them whenever possible. And I really don't understand we can't grasp this concept as one country. We're the United States of America. And no matter what, we should not want the United States to fail. 5 years ago, you could have disagreed who was the president. But guess what? You don't have to like him. But he's our stinking president. Over the past 15, 16 months, you don't have to like the current president, but he's our president. He represents our country to the world, whether we agree or disagree. And that leads me to this point. If you can be so hateful to someone, why would you want to hate? You don't have to love. But if you dislike, you disagree, you don't approve, you don't have to hate. You don't have to become so radical. Once again, whether you're far left or far right, or right in the middle leaning left or leaning right, you do not have to hate. You do not have to be radical. You do not have to assume because you might watch mainstream media too much that it's your calling. You're driven to stop what something or someone is doing. Remember, folks, one team, one fight. We do not have to agree. But the one thing we should agree upon is that we love our country no matter what. You know, in 20 plus years in the Marine Corps, I had all types of presidents. I had presidents that built us up. They gave us lots of support. I had presidents that sent us places we didn't want to go, but because we joined up and we rose our hand and we said we'll serve, we took our orders and we went forward. I had presidents that took money away, disbanded organizations and units. We didn't like it, but if that same president said, go do this job, we would go do that job because we're doing that job for our country, not necessarily just the person that's in charge that's telling us to do the job. The other part I don't get. I really don't get it. And I'll come in a little closer. Why don't we look long term in this country anymore? I know we have information at our fingertips 24/7. But why don't we look long term? Think about it. We save money. We invest if we have that opportunity. We think long term when it deals with us as individuals. But why don't we do that as a country? Why don't we think farther than just what hurts our feelings or makes us mad, or worse, makes us hate? I don't understand that. I think we need to come together as a country. We need to start working together, even when we don't like one another. We've got to get rid of hate in this country. The media's got to get rid of hate, and I'm talking all media. No matter what media we watch or what seems to be the popular topic at the time, or that second that we see it on our phone or our tablet or our television. Come on, folks. We got to work together. I do not get how people can be so angry and hateful that they will try to stop one person, fully knowing that the next person will step up and take over and carry forward with that same mission or that same idea. They just might word it a little better so people don't hate them as much. But what in the world? I do not understand it. Yesterday blew my mind. Super busy yesterday. Sat down to just enjoy the few hours I had left in the evening and to see what happened. I lived through Reagan's assassination. I was a little kid, but I remember it. And I also remember how much people talked about, Bush 41, Clinton, Bush 43, Obama. And I'm amazed that in the past couple years, we've seen this aggressive elevation of hatred for one person. How can one person make someone or some group or a whole party hate so much? Come on, get rid of the hate. Get rid of it. Just try to love this country, even if you don't love the leader. Try to love your neighbor, even if you don't like them. Love your coworker, even if they drive you crazy. Just enjoy your life, because that's the other point. If you allow hate to get so deep-seated into your psyche, you're going to hate everything, and eventually you're going to look in a mirror and you're going to hate yourself. Or you're going to do something like this man did last night, or even the other events we've lived through in the past couple of years. Get rid of it, folks. Get rid of the hate. You don't have to love if you can't, but respect. Try to love our country. Love yourself. I don't get it. I really don't. But I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about last night? What do you think of the current situation of our country? And I don't want to bring up a repeat of the 1850s or the 1860s. I really don't. I don't want to see that happen in our country. Because as a young, fairly new Christian, 5 years into this walk, I'm trying not to hate. And I'm not going to say I'm always going to love, but I want to know what you think, how you feel. That's about it. I'll be honest with you. Another rant from Spanky Gibson. If you like this content, like it. If you want to share it, share it. But more importantly, try to drive the hate wherever it is in your life out of your life. And if you want to follow me on X, Spanky Gibson 71, if you want to subscribe to this channel, Spanky Gibson Produces, I would appreciate it. And especially if you could comment, I want to know what you think. I want to know how you feel. And even if it's only one person, if I can help, I'll do my best.